What comes to mind when you hear the word wealth? For most of us, it's material things, money, houses, cars. But through my journey, I've learned that wealth isn't what you build, it's what you believe. Now, I know I'm talking about money, the thing that we all tend to avoid discussing, even though it runs so much of our lives. In fact, more than half of Americans report feeling a lack of clarity, confidence, or direction when it comes to their personal finance. A study of over 2,000 adults in the US found that more than half of them found that talking about money with their friends and family was taboo. I've learned through my industry experience as a tax and trust estates attorney that most of us just aren't equipped to talk about our personal finances and our wealth, regardless of net worth. But I want to share with you today the way that we relate to our money and think about our money has a direct correlation with the decisions that we make and the way that wealth shows up in our lives. I want to do a little exercise with you. I want you to think about how money was talked about in your home growing up. Was it a positive experience, a negative experience? Maybe there was some fear or tension. Maybe it wasn't discussed at all. Maybe there were phrases like, money doesn't grow on trees, or money is the root of all evil. These experiences as children and young adults shape our experiences with money and our ability to build wealth. Now, I know firsthand the difficulties there can be around shifting your mindset when it comes to wealth. I grew up in a middle-class, very loving home. We had everything we could ever need. We had money, we had clothes, we had vacations. But there was definitely tension. There was some scarcity. I don't blame my parents. They were just working with their own money stories that they had inherited from their parents. My grandparents grew up in the Depression. My great-grandparents had immigrated from Poland with very little to their name. We're all doing the best we can with our own money stories. So flash forward, I'm in my 20s and I decide I'm gonna be a money genius. I'm gonna be a finance major. It's gonna be great. So my first big money decision is buying a condo with my boyfriend. What could go wrong, right? Well, the year was 2007. So the market obviously dropped. We all know the story. And obviously we broke up because I was 20 years old. I go to start law school, and he has the great idea that he's gonna stop paying the mortgage. Now, I can't pay the mortgage, I'm in law school. He wouldn't let a tenant move in, so we had a foreclosure while I was in law school. Side note, this is why I tell my clients, do not let your children have access to their inheritance until they're at least 30. Your brain just isn't developed yet. So that fed into my money story. Flash forward a few years later, I graduate law school, I make it through the foreclosure debacle, and I get a job in big law, the coveted job, and I start making more money than I would have ever imagined possible. Now, I gave you a little bit of the negative of my money story from childhood. The positive is my parents instilled in me, you do not live beyond your means. So I'm so grateful because I took that opportunity, I took that money, and I started letting it build for me. I looked around at what everyone else was doing. They were buying million-dollar houses and really nice cars. Not that there's anything wrong with those things. I love nice things. But I took it as an opportunity to heal my relationship with my money and to build a way forward. I was feeling really good. I was feeling so confident about money. And I even bought a few investment properties and no foreclosures this time. It's been great. But then I got pregnant with my first child, and I took my maternity leave. When I came back, myself, along with several other attorneys who had babies, found their bonuses slashed. So I thought to myself, what do I do with this? I don't believe that there's any failures. I was starting to learn that wealth isn't what you build, it's what you believe. So I said, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to heal and to grow. I also took it as an opportunity to leave Big Law and start my own law firm. Because I don't believe in failure. I believe in opportunities and lessons and gifts. It really showed me where I needed to grow and heal and shift. Real wealth really isn't about what you lose or gain. It's your ability to adapt, to choose your own perspective, and really expand on what's possible for you. Now, again, we're talking about money and wealth. You might be thinking, listen, Lauren, have you seen the price of eggs? You're talking to me about wealth? I'm just trying to be okay, even in a room like this with successful professionals. I get it. I left the safety of that big law job to start my own law firm with a young family at home. But the truth is, we are all bigger than inflation, than economic uncertainty, and anything else that's going around in the world right now. Because wealth is not about what you build, it's about what you believe. My aha moment truly came back when I was in Big Law, and I was talking to a partner who was making millions of dollars a year. And he said, I can't retire. I can't afford that. And I thought to myself, that's crazy. I didn't grow around this kind of money. The reality is, it's about how you use your money, how you grow your money. If you have a scarcity mindset, even if you make millions of dollars a year, it shows up in your life. I want you to imagine, again, this is a room of successful people, but imagine what it would feel like to really feel abundant every single day. I want to show you in 3 steps how you can begin to shift that mindset from scarcity to abundance. The first step is reflect. Go back to that exercise. How did you think about money growing up? How can you, too, reframe it? How could you shift those thoughts to a way that would serve you? And commit. Every day, take 1 step. Read a book about personal finance. Journal about your dream life. Find a way forward. You can navigate those challenges in life with the mindset. So I want to leave you with that. Wealth is not about what you build, it's about what you believe. Thank you.